we are here. Lovely jubbly. And poetry, yes. So I have, everything's taking ages to come through. Oh, I meant to look on my Vinted. I am so cross. Those bloody couriers, they just don't take care of part. I am so cross. That was practically a brand new thing I sent through to that person. It's bloody broken. They're destroyers. They're not bloody couriers. Honestly. I'm chewing bricks and spitting them out here. Hello, sad music. Oh, stay calm, you say. It's so annoying when you send something to somebody else. You send it in pristine condition. It was practically brand new. And they've received it. I bet that, do you know what? I had something. Now, Wheels was here, I think, when it happened, because I showed it on one of my streams. I'm trying to think what game it was, but I ordered a game, and it came, the case, the plastic case, was broken to bits. I could hear it rattling before I undone it, and I thought, whatever is this? And all these bits of plastic fell out. And when I looked at the packaging, when I turned the packaging over and looked at the other side, there was a great big muddy footprint right in the middle of the package. So it had obviously been stepped on. That is how much they take care of their stuff. They're an absolutely bloody awful couriers. They had to change their name because they got such a bad reputation. And changing of name doesn't mean that it makes your company any better. They are rubbish. I so hate them. Well, not hate, that's big, but dislike to a big degree. Do you know what? I went and messaged them and I said, you know, I've had this product and it is completely, the case is completely smashed to bits. And I like to keep, as everybody I think does, you like to keep your things in as good a condition as you can. And or if I had thought that perhaps I might want to sell it on, you can't sell it on with the case all smashed to pieces, bits of broken plastic all over the place. So they go, oh, you'll have to go and take this up with your seller. So I go to them and I say, why do you use these courier people? They're always destroying stuff. And, you know, I've had this product. They go, oh, well, that's not us. That's to do with them. And they're sending me backwards and forwards to each other. And in the end, I had to go out and buy a new case. No, I'm cross. I'm very cross. Yeah. What did I buy? Oh, you see my room for the, look at it. Don't look at the mess. Well, it's not a mess. It's just a little bit untidy. Yes, this is my habitat. And I'm quite happy for you to come and visit. All the bits around here I can so explain to you if you're thinking, well, why is that like that? And what is that there? I'm more than happy to explain it to you. Basically, and a lot of people know, in the corner behind the television there, we've got water coming through when it rains. So, of course, my husband sort of stripped off, because we did have wallpaper, just plain wallpaper underneath it, and and obviously the wallpaper was coming off because it was getting damp. And he sort of, that was at one time what, I don't know why he wanted to paint it white for, but it's all, as you see, it's still coming through. It's what happened. We need repairs here, but it's, as long as it's not falling down, my husband is quite happy to say, oh, well, it's only a bit of water. Anyway, it'll get done eventually. What was the product, though? No, I bought a game from the game store. And I'm not quite sure which one it was. Wills was on the stream, I think, when it happened, because he saw me unwrap the parcel and he saw how damaged it was. And he would remember what game it was. I really, really cannot remember. So I had to go out and buy another case, another plastic case to put the disc in. I must admit the disc was okay. That wasn't hurt. But it was annoyed that I got, because it was a brand new product, smashed to bits. Yeah, that was savage. Do you like it? Do you? We're a bit sort of overwhelmed with things. The problem with us was when we moved into here, we moved from a we moved from a 4-bedroomed house, detached house. So it was quite large. And what we can play Silent Hill 2 remake, yeah. Idocrass, they changed their name because they were getting such a bad reputation. And like I said just now, it doesn't matter what name you give your company if your company is still rubbish. A change of name, it was just to fool people, wasn't it? To make them think, oh, this is a new lot, they'll be okay. When we know damn well it's the same bloody rubbish company. Yeah. Is their new name. They shouldn't be in business at all. They really, I think they shouldn't be in business. And, you know, their reaction to me when I got in touch with them and said, you know, you have destroyed my product. They didn't care. Didn't care at all. Oh. And now that person who I've just sold something to has ended up with the same thing. I thought when I packaged it up, should I package it up more? But then what I put it in was like a fairly solid cardboard box. And I was worried that because buyer pays for the postage, I didn't want to make it any bigger to make the buyer have to pay more postage on top. So I tried to do it, you know, as best. And it should have been fine. Handled properly, it should have been fine. How the hell it got broken? I am so cross. What, the pic behind me? Which one, darling? The one on the wall? That, I tried to explain this before, and again, I can't remember. That is a jigsaw puzzle that I did and decided to put it into a frame because it's got all well-known, I think the person leaning up against the telephone box is James Dean. It's all well-known well-known actors or performers. And there is a message in it, and I can't remember what it is, but it's all to do with the characters that are there. And the only one I think I remember it is James Dean. And he's holding a package, and that is representing something, either representing a film that he was in, or then there's a person in the phone booth. I don't know who that is, but that is representing, possibly, if he is an entertainer or a singer, might be representing a song that he sang. And there is, though it's not very clear, there is there's something written, because it's outside a cinema, isn't it? There's something written along the top to show whatever film was on there. Yeah. I'm yeah. And I liked that. I liked that one so much that I got some fixer, like you can get fixer to make sure that it doesn't fall apart. And I took the original picture that was in the frame away and put that one up. I've got another one as well. It's out in the hall. But that's just an ordinary plain jigsaw puzzle, but it was very bright, and I thought that looks nice in a frame. But it's been out there, leant up against the wall. It's not ever actually been hung up. I did the puzzle, yes. Ida Cross. I've got an idea there's something to do with Elvis there, and it could possibly be him. The person standing, I think, is James Dean. Closed for remodeling. Yeah. Let me just go and have a look and see what it says. Does it say anything? Yes, closed for remodeling. That is Elvis Presley with a girl. That is Elvis Presley in the. It's better when you go up close to it. That is Elvis Presley with a girl in the phone booth. That is James Dean leaning against the phone booth, and the one behind in the beige coloured mac or coat, I think that is Humphrey Bogart. And yes, it says closed for remodeling. It's Marilyn Monroe. Of course it is. I was thinking now, who would that be in the, but that's Marilyn Monroe. That's quite a good jigsaw puzzle, actually. I didn't think it was like that when I got it, but it is quite interesting. Yeah. You have seen it before, have you? Ah, great. Great. James Dean is by the phone. Yes, that's right. The girl is Marilyn. The chappie is Elvis. And the other one is Humphrey Bogart. Yeah, quite good puzzle. I used to do a lot of puzzles, but I don't do them now because, as you see, the table is always full up with other stuff. And I do a lot of online puzzles now. I find I've got a jigsaw puzzle thing that I just do them online. But and also it's better to do them here in the summer when it's lighter. I can see. It's not that my eyesight is that bad, but I can see them. It's better to see them when it's in the summertime, and it's too gloomy now. And if I've got a light, if I stick the light on, then my husband complains. Do you really have to have the light on? It's shining. Yes. I don't know. Anyway, no problem, no problem. Right. Okay. So, shall we get down to what? Thank you once again, Idcrest. Thank you very, very much. The payment has just come through on my phone. Again, it took a long time. I have to reply to this lady at some time on my selling site as well. Really, really sorry that happened. Okay, so let's just try and change the mood. Where is my? I think it's on here. Right, I've got to find. Oh, hello, where has they all gone? Why have I not got notes? No, all iCloud stuff. Yes, here we go. Not that one. That one is the one that's not quite finished. Okay. You all. Well, you know I like their little round chubby faces, don't you, Ida Grass? Let's go with this. I've just entitled this Nature, and I have written other bits of poetry about nature, but this just all came out of my head last night. I stand outside and look up at the sky, the purest blue with white clouds moving by. This is one of nature's beautiful days, but it has such different aspects in so many ways. Nature can give us rain, wind, and snow, horrendous tornadoes destroying all that we know, tornadoes to decimate, tearing through lands and towns, uprooting trees, many buildings falling down. Or sun could get so hot, bring forest fires, brave firemen fighting to stop this hellish pyre. But nature is beautiful when calm and serene. We don't give credit for what can be seen. We all live through the seasons each year, gloomy skies in the winter, summer skies blue and clear. Nature looks after our planet so well, we don't realize on this earth where we dwell. Springtime farmers sow seeds in their field. Nature brings sunshine and rain. See what that yields. Corn growing row upon row, yellow and green. Wheat, barley, and rye soon will be seen, then taken and milled to turn into flour. On to the bakers making bread hour by hour. Orchards and trees full of apples, green and red. Some turned into cider, some to just eat instead. In summer, it's time to bring in the hay, kept in the barns for the cows' later day. Winter, the earth is frozen and hard. A postman through snow delivering Christmas cards. Soon winter is gone. In the blink of an eye, we look out the window and see a clear blue sky. Spring has arrived when we see snowdrops around, then buttercups, daisies, crocus abound. Out in the hedgerows, primrose peeps through, carpets of bluebells in the woods. Go back one. Out in the hedgerows, primroses peep out, carpets of bluebells in the woods. You could shout, springtime is here. Just look at the flowers, flourishing so well with sunshine and showers. Summer arrives with sweltering hot days. We go to the beach, just sunbathe and laze. Then home we go weary after such a good day. The summer goes on while we work, rest, and play. Leaves on the trees start turning green into brown, falling and gliding slowly down. These trees are telling us autumn's arrived. Nature takes a breath, dark evenings, starry skied. Wake up one morning, there is the snow, glistening, a white, pristine glow. Out go the children, a snowman is made. Snowballs fly through the air, hastily made. Hands soon all icy, cold as can be. Indoors by the fire, hot chocolate, milk, or tea. As nature brings the year to an end, fairy lights, Christmas tree, presents descend, and put round the tree or in a sack by the bed, waiting for a wake up from this sleepy head. In a blink of an eye, a new year comes along. Nature starts work again to see us live on. Here you are. There's my poem about nature. Yes. And I say there will be another one, but I need to get. Did you like that one? See, it's crazy. I don't know. Sometimes I can sit here in my brain for stuff like that is entirely blank. And then at another time, I'll sit here one evening and all these words start coming into my head. And there you go. And that's what you get. And I like to pass it on to you all. So, well, I don't know what's happened to my husband. He came up here, didn't he? He said, I'm going to close up. That was half an hour ago. I bet he went downstairs and found a customer waiting. Oh, well. That's business for you. So, well, we're at a weekend once again. We will probably be doing the same thing as we usually do. Nothing much this evening. We'll cook tea, see what's on telly. My favourite program's on telly tonight. I tried to think to make myself a brainy person. I love the 1% Club program. Sometimes I can get through. Last week I wasn't very good. I think I fell down on about the 40% question, which was only like, 90, 80, 70, 64, only 4 or 5 questions in. And they're not usually that difficult to start with. And then other times, though last week, I got some of the more harder ones, more than I. The problem is with it, I like the smart granny. The problem is with it, they don't put it up on the screen because you only get a certain time. I think it's 60 seconds. But sometimes if it's a long question, by the time you've read the question and sort of understood it, perhaps read it through again and you haven't got time to read it through again. So you've got to really take in the first lot and then work your answer out. And that is my thing, is they don't leave it up on the screen long enough. Yeah. I lose cards against. Oh, man. God, I used to love a game of cards. Used to play. I was indoctrinated into card playing at a very young age. As I think I've said before, when I was growing up, when I was much younger, when my aunts and my grandmother, or my dad's family would come down to us for Christmas, they would always end up playing cards at the end of the evening, right into the early hours of the morning. My hair is getting very long. Look at it. I wanted it cut off. But I tell you what, also, probably not such a subject, but I'm losing it like mad. It's falling out like you wouldn't believe. So I might have to go out and buy myself a wig. Yeah, I've got a ponytail down to my hips soon. See, I keep saying I think I'll just cut it off because I never ever had it long like this before. But then everybody's shouting, no, don't. They like it long. I don't know why. The daughter says, no, don't get it cut. You look all right like that. Do you know what? I look just like my grandmother now with my hair like this. And I'm thinking, oh, my goodness. Gee. Never mind. Do you see, a lot of people say that. I just think it's a bit too severe because I've got to yank it back. And then the problem is it's quite flyaway as well. Sometimes, it's all sort of flapping about all over the place. It's very fine. But there you go. I remember when I was younger, I always wanted long hair. And now that I've got to this age, I'm not sure if I would rather have it short. Granny. Hello, 4321. Oh, welcome. But yeah, does it look okay? Yeah. A good shampoo. Well, to be quite honest, I use because my daughter last year and the year before, she stocked me up with a load of different shampoos. And I must admit, there's one that is an Australian one. I think it's called Aussie. I'd so like that. But the one I've been using lately has been one from Avon, the Avon Cosmetics. Again, that was one that my daughter put in a whole sack full of other bubble baths and things. And I've got quite a collection out on the bathroom shelf there because if I use a bit from one and a bit from another, they're going to last me forever. Yeah, it is nice. It is. Yes, it's lovely. I can't remember what it's called, but it's in a white. It's in like a white plastic thingy, but when you squeeze it out, it's sort of like got an orangey colour to it. But I've found it is very good for my hair. Yeah. But I'm trying to think of the other ones. I can't remember any of their names now at the moment. Vanilla ice cream. Oh, gosh. It does look good enough to eat, And that's my vanilla ice cream. I have vanilla ice cream every day. I always have vanilla ice cream after tea. We've got a fridge downstairs stocked up with tubs of ice cream. And now I've taken the Southern Fried Chicken out of it and the chips. We've got a big space now in the freezer, so that'll probably get filled up with more ice cream. Yeah. So, what are we going to do? What was I saying? What are we going to do this weekend? Right. Yeah. Not a great deal this evening by the time we've had tea and watched the telly. I'm not quite sure what else is on tonight. Oh, we've got to change our clocks tonight. Well, not technically until 2 a.m. in the morning, but we usually will do it before we go to bed. But I think, excuse me, I think most of the stuff that we've got going, apart from the clock I've got on the mantelpiece here and our alarm clock we've got in the bedroom, which funnily enough, though it's all digital and that, it doesn't change. Everything else, like the computer and my phone, and I just suddenly realised what's happened to Alexa here. You've gone off. Have you come unplugged? Because I pulled all my... Oh, no, there it's gone. It's come back. I pulled the television out behind it, got rid of some of the dust and all the bits and pieces that had got in behind it there. And I put a different HDMI cable into my PS5. And when I saw Alexa was off there, I wondered perhaps if I'd pulled the plug out of it. And it seems to be coming back. Perhaps it's having a lazy day. So what are we going to do this weekend? We've done this evening, haven't we? We ain't going to do much this evening. Those times to keep you on track, yeah. Yeah, it is quite good, isn't it? That most everything you've got nowadays will change itself. That's the thing. So tomorrow we will go out for lunch as we normally do. And then after lunch, we're going to pop up to my daughter's. See my other grandson. Don't see him quite so often as I see Carl. And before we know it, it'll be blinking Monday morning again, won't it? Yeah. So I've got 3 people chatting here on the television. I don't know what they're chatting about. It's probably a good job I can't hear what you're saying, because they're always very controversial. It's 5 p.m. Yes. Did you hear? Whatever. Did you hear my clock going then? That's just telling me it's 5 o'clock. Yeah, you heard the chimes. So you're 12 p.m. there. So I would imagine probably I'm going to be having to go in a bit, because normally 5 o'clock and my husband will close the door up and he won't unlock it for anything. So at least the weather's been good today. We've had a nice bit of sunshine today. How do you enjoy the company? Do you know, sometimes I think I talk such a load of rubbish. Yeah, what was you saying? Yeah, about the weather. The weather's been nice today. Nice sunshine, bit of blue sky. Now it's coming over all cloudy. And I think by the look of, if I check the weather thing on my phone, it's going to be raining for about the next week. Did you like the poems, Al? Thank you. As I say, I'll see if I can get my head around doing another one. And do you know, there is one that I've got that I'm not sure I read to you, which I think is one of my favourites. Do you think I can find it? I know I printed it out and I had it in my folder there, but I can't find it now. But I'm sure I had it. And I think I might have given my daughter a folder full of poems as well. When I think about it, I think I must have written quite a lot. I had a real literary, if you can call it that, a real literary streak on me. Yes, it's Monday will be the next one, Sal. Yeah. Henry. Thank you, Henry, for coming along. You keep well, look after yourself, and I hope everything is okay where you are. And sounds like I'm on the way out too. We all have to go and bring ourselves back into real life, don't we? So you hear him. Yeah. So hopefully Monday, as I say, I think, I know though I have some bits and pieces to do. If I can get through everything in the morning, I'll be back. And unless anything else crops up, you never know. Sometimes you never know from day to day, do you? Mr. Granny's behind my ears. Yeah. So there you go, people. Thank you. Thank you, Idocrass, very much. And until we meet again. Yes, you take care. Everybody have a nice weekend. And let's hope we all take care of ourselves and we all look after ourselves, eh? I'm going to press the button now. There we go.